Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Robert Doyle, your crypto host here. I got some information today. We're going to go over ISO migration timelines, a little bit about what's going on. March is a big month if you don't know already. A lot of things happening. Payment systems, clearinghouses are moving from the old system to a real-time gross settlement system, which could use a DLT solution to send and transfer money. So let's get into the information. I know that's why you're here. Check it out. So this is from ISO 20022. Let's do it. I like the guy's enthusiasm, or girl. It says proof crypto assets will be used March 2023. Coming down, so this is from the ECB website. Okay, so just to verify where we're getting our information from. I can't scroll in, baby. I can't scroll in. There we go. Okay, check it out. So March 2023, cross-border payments, and then it talks about digital currency, crypto assets, current developments. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's check this out. This is ING. So ING is a big bank conglomerate, right? And it's talking about availability of Swift Transaction Manager. So Swift is actually changing a few things to be ISO compliant. Check this out. So Swift announced a new start date of filing and transaction data in the Swift Transaction Management System. It has been moved to the end of May 2023. This means that the risk of data truncation, remains for the period from the go live of ISO to the end of May. You want to be paying attention the weekend of March 17th to the 20th. That weekend is when these systems will be going live and a lot of other systems will follow. Okay. So yeah, a transaction manager, instant and frictionless payments. So this is talking about Swift, right? The transaction manager builds on the GPI foundation to support the journey of instant and frictionless transactions by putting the business transaction at the center. Still understand, right? Swift doesn't have a solution for ODL like Ripple does, right? So Ripple can use ODL. They can go and get different cryptocurrencies. I think it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and I want to say like Litecoin. Don't hold me to that, but it's different cryptos that can be used for these transactions through ODL. And this is Swift plus ISO plus DLT since 2016. So understand, right? They've been working all of this stuff. I do think COVID pushed a lot of this stuff back, unfortunately, but everyone's catching up really quickly. Places in Africa are moving to real-time settlement systems. You have the European zone moving, right? Target 2 to Target now. I wish they had a better, cooler name for it, but that's it. It says, as one of the principal organizations behind ISO 2002, Swift has embarked on a program of work to investigate how the standard could be applied in environments that make use of DLT and SCs. And it says the paper will argue that the ISO 2002 provides the ideal foundation from which to evolve standard-specific DLT and SCs. Swift knows that. I do think there could be a possibility that Ripple becomes a white label for Swift, and that's far-reaching, but I'm trying to think of what other system is out there, like what other DLT system is out there that has the connections and is on like the Faster Payments Task Force. They were on the ISO standard bodies, right? Getting all of these banks to move forward and update this new messaging standard. It'll be very interesting how these next months play out, guys, but understand that I know everybody has their own tokens that they like. I'm really focused on what these central banks and banks are going to use to facilitate transfer of money and liquidity. And the best answer I have in 5 years of research is XRP. Now, I do think with smart contracts, they can use XRP, but I do think a lot of smart contracts will be on XDC through R3 and that whole system. And Algorand too, I think is going to play a critical part. Algorand has a lot of connections, banking tied connections in Italy and all over. And Gary Gensler, his friend, runs Algorand, so I don't think they're going to be sued. Let's just take a look. So transaction manager, Swift platform delivery phases end of 2022. We're in 2023 quarter one. And this is platform activation is live. So it looks like November, December last year it's live. This is Chips USD. This is a payment system. It's supposed to go November 2023. Euro 2T is this target, right? So these are all the payment systems migration to ISO. So it's a big thing happening right now, guys. Currently, the Swift Transaction Manager is only end-to-end messages, but the ISO 20022 migration will be replaced to enable payments. So as part of migration, Swift plans to introduce a central transaction manager platform which will be mandatory for all Swift users. The TM, transaction management, will orchestrate transactions end-to-end and replacing the point-to-point message that is currently in use. So it's going to be interesting to see how Swift does all this, right? BNY Mellon, October 2022 survey of crypto custody. So here's the PDF if you want to look it up here. And we got some information here. It says, desire to explore new ways to generate yields is driving interest in DeFi. It says, enabling access to DeFi protocols to support lending and staking of tokens and stablecoins can offer above market rates of. And so we're looking here as features, functionalities ranked by some in bold, and the 3 choices. So it says DeFi protocols, interaction, DeFi engagement, right? So a lot of people, first choice here, staking of crypto assets, tokenization, crypto financing. It's interesting. They're doing these surveys to their bigger holders of money at the bank. And a lot of these people are interested in getting into crypto and DLT because it's happening, right? Migration, HSBC, one of the biggest banks in the world for cross-border payments, moving to the new system. Check it out. Check it out. March 2023, right? March 20th. That's the date. That's the date, guys. Cross-border payments reporting CPBR payment system coexisting until November 2025. So November 2025 is the end date. Okay. Banks. So this is the migration is going to happen with bigger banks first. And the reason I say that is the bigger banks have more to gain. They can gain market share by allowing instant payments and having this new feature where people can send money and not have to worry about a stupid $25 or $50 transaction. But yeah, the big banks will go first because the reason is all of these banks are doing this. And if you're a big conglomerate bank and you don't move to this new ISO messaging system and you're still using the old SWIFT system, your competitors are gonna outperform you and you might be a bank of the past, right? So yeah, here's the whole timeline. March through July, guys, is gonna be really hot. All right. And then you have the Fed ISO. This is probably Federal Reserve going over, but they are rolling out the Fed Now payment system too. And if you need to understand more, just Google Fed Now payment system, then Google Volante plus Ripple, and understand the VolPay system can use RippleNet to settle transactions, okay? And then here we go. The ISO protocol is a standard for electronic data exchange between financial services and the payment industry. There's technology involved. It's called DLT, Distributed Ledger Technology, and the use of ISO 20022 is related to the messaging mechanism. Banks around the world have already committed to this global regulatory framework, which supports SWIFT. So the reason all of this is happening, guys, is banks all over the world are on different messaging systems, right? And sometimes if you're an AT&T holder and someone else is a Verizon holder, your phones or might have different operations and things like that. And sometimes it has friction. And that's what they're trying to do here is bring all of the messaging. It's on the same system, all the banks on the same system, a global push to get everybody using the same system so money can flow seamlessly end to end. And the use case for being able to send money instantly is a huge thing. And let's not forget, these banks are saving 60 to 80% by using these technologies. And the faster these banks adopt them, the faster your banks will start offering you crypto services. And I know in America here, if you're in America and you've watched this whole video and you're here at the end, I think there's parts that are being played in Congress right now. Either they don't want to think they're so stupid they can't see that this is the future, but there are some people that need to either be educated or we need to vote these people out. Someone like Elizabeth Warren. She is fully against crypto. She doesn't want to understand it and she thinks it's only used for bad things. That's the type of person we don't need in Congress. She's the type of person that is going to leave America at the end of the train here in technology, right? We want to be innovating. We want to be growing in the space. Instead, we're sending other projects off our shores and we have no one to blame but ourselves on that. Anyways, please leave a comment, share it with somebody you know. Help me grow my channel, baby. I can't do it without you. I need you, please.